away under that metal shell. Makes you wonder, huh?
There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
This is Mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service.
And welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, where last time we finished off the last 2 of the agent stories set in Season 1. And yeah, I thought we were done with basically all of the... hold on a sec, I think I forgot to swap back to my main to the stream account, so that is why this is still active with Seed here, even though I'm pretty sure we collected all of them with yeah, this is the main account, because this is a skin that you can get from a Season 2 event that's now permanent. I may as well show that one off. Yeah, you can get that outfit from here. I don't know if it's a temporary reward, like only when it was originally active you could get the outfit. I'm presuming not. But yeah, that does mean that we'll have to do a quick swap back. Okay. Which also means that I'll have to, well, block out, or turn this off for a second for, well, personal data and such, login stuff. Okay, so my bad on that. Also, we are a bit later than usual because, well, I got distracted looking for RimWorld mods. Okay, exit and save. Okay. There, just click the other one. I do like that they do allow you to save your login data and such, so that if you do have multiple accounts, you can just swap between. Alright. Now, just let it load in a bit again. And yeah, then we'll get started on the second of the permanently available... second of the permanently available events after Overlord's Feast into that Pale Wasteland. Oh yeah, it needs to do the config data again. Okay, luckily that doesn't take too long. I'm not exactly sure what it actually loads with that. Like, I'm seeing as it says config, I'm guessing control stuff and such. But, oh well. Only way to find that out really would be if I were to screw around with the with the options a ton. Okay. Also something. Oop. Give me that. Since there's a few new events that started, temporary ones that won't be added to the Redo Chronicles here, and since we're close to swapping over to the main account fully, I'll be doing these with the main account, and yeah, for footage where I'll be doing that, I'll be using, well, the outfit that was visible just earlier, to make it easy to tell apart which account is being used. Okay, but yeah, we still have, yeah, I did do this one off stream mostly, but we can replay it, or at least replay parts of it. That one is more of a side thing, and yeah, here we have it. Into that Pale Wasteland. The dangers of cursed land shall fall before this blade. Okay. Complete the intermission Wasteland Promise. Okay. Let's head over to that and see what we can do.
Yeah, any of these I feel like that have a story. I feel like we should stream and record and all that.
Yeah. Patients seem a bit different this time. I forgot to open the store again. I just keep forgetting, don't I?
Yeah, you were good at it in the beginning, but then...
Probably because the resources were more necessary, but they're not so much now. Okay. So yeah, let's finally go have a chat with Yanagi. And yeah. Ah, Proxy. I was just about to go to your store to find you. What are you doing here? Section 6 has taken on a special investigation task that requires someone trustworthy to guide us through the Hollow. Naturally, when faced with such an issue, we thought of asking you for help. The chief should be explaining this to you herself, but since the family gathering at the Hoshimi household, she's been unusually downhearted. By the way, do you have any leads, Proxy? What happened that day? Oh, you forgot? That day when we visited the chief's home, her father, Miss Chukashiro, was quite enthusiastic about you. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen. We'll see if this is something that's covered in the other bits of Season 1, but I don't think so. Actually, this could have been a part of another temporary event. I do like that they offer recaps for those when they are, well, of importance. You recall with Nagi what has happened previously. A few days ago, after the Bringer incident was settled, you, along with the members of Section 6, received an invitation from Mr. Shukashiro. Suishiro. We've heard the name said a few times, I think, especially from Lycon, but I'm blanking on how to actually say it now. To attend a thank you banquet hosted by the Hoshimi family. You heard many interesting stories about Miyabi's childhood from the family head, and even saw childhood photos of Miyabi, but Miss Miyabi didn't seem happy. Now that I think about it, there didn't seem to be anything particularly special about the whole banquet. It's just that Mr. Hoshimi Tsukashiro was a bit too casual. Honestly, he went as far as patting you on the shoulder and saying, "I'm very happy with you, and since you can help Miyabi control that blade, how about becoming the adopted daughter of the Hoshimi family?" It didn't sound much like a joke. Yeah, I remember something like that. Perhaps the chief has been sulking ever since then. Moreover, he enthusiastically showed you the chief's childhood photo album, and throughout the whole process he remained expressionless and silent. A carefree father sharing embarrassing childhood stories in front of friends and even pulling out childhood photos. Thinking about it, the chief does have a reason to sulk. She still seems upset even now. Proxy, if she wants to talk to you about these things, take the opportunity to comfort her, won't you? I'll try my best. That's good to hear. Let's get back to business. Currently, Section 6 has been tasked with conducting rescue and investigation operations in a recently emerged hollow. Initially, it seemed like an ordinary mission, but the companion hollow is exhibiting rather peculiar corruption phenomena. Constantly shifting spatial structure and terrain caused a great deal of interference so far. Our fellows from the White Star Institute and the HIA are stuck in the early scouting stages. We're essentially like a mech with its radar turned off, pointing the weapon aimlessly in the darkness and doomed to get lost in this endless forest. And the name of that horrible forest is Melinu. You got any clue how to say that?
No idea.
I'm going to stay with Melinu then. A unique hollow. In order to halt the hollow's expansion ASAP, the chief sent me to ask you, Proxy, to join the operation as the rescue assistant for Section 6. Glad to join you. As of now, Section 6 and HSO are still trying to figure out the hollow and have to return quickly. I've assigned a logistics staff member from Hands to assist you. Should get EOS to Melanie. Or Melinu. Well then, Proxy, I'll take my leave. See you in the hollow. Okay. Go to Hand headquarters. Let's head over. Okay, if I remember correctly, with this event, they tried out a bit of a different tactic with combat. That you'll see. Ma'am, I'm Farrier, in charge of transporting HSO special supplies and external aid personnel in and out of Melanie. Deputy Chief Tsukishiro instructed me to meet you here. According to her instructions, I need to explain the objective of this mission to you again. After the Companion Hollow event, public security carried out emergency rescue and control operations for the affected citizens. However, due to the appearance of the irradiant core, the ether activity within the entire Melanie Hollow is currently undergoing intense fluctuations. The structures and terrain inside the Hollow have also undergone deformation and distortion due to the irradiant core, giving the entire area an abnormal white appearance. In response to this special disaster, Hollow Special Operations has taken over the follow-up work from Public Security and initiated an in-depth investigation. However, the terrain inside the Hollow is currently complex and difficult to navigate. As per Deputy Chief Tsukishiro's instructions, you are responsible for leading the way into the Hollow. If you have any equipment that needs to be transported, I'll deliver it to you promptly. Your current delivery request is 1 bamboo with a fixed drop point. If everything's good, we can depart immediately. Really? Into that pale wasteland we go then. Okay. You're here. Let me brief you on the current situation. Here you'll see the list of actions that need to be completed. The top priority is to meet up with the chief. The marked location indicates where she is. No time to waste, let's roll out. Okay, and we only get to use Miyabi here. So, let's go. Yeah, they tried a bit more of a dungeon crawler-ish style with this event. Okay, give it a bit to load. Oh, right, yeah. One bit of good news I probably should share early is that I don't need to fill in for the attendance keeping with the swimming group anymore. So we don't need to rush at the end of streams on Wednesday.
Target is approaching from 3 o'clock. Height, 76 centimeters. Mobility, slow. Body shape, round. Recognizable feature, a knitted scarf with the number 01. Correction. The incoming target is an ally. A cute hollow exploration bangbo named Eos. I'll go meet the target.
Yeah, I haven't kept too much of an ear on it, but I'm pretty sure there's a good part of the fandom that ascribes to Miyabi being somewhere on the spectrum. But then again, with how insane this cast can be, I'm pretty sure you could put each and every one of them somewhere on the spectrum.
Location, Persena's Companion Hollow. HDD channel established. Heading to target destination. Miss Miyabi... Correction.
What?
The target destination ran over here at 200 kilometers per hour.
What?
Yeah. Miyabi's speedy.
Next time, if you could just stay a bit more composed when I approach, Father would be more pleased.
Absolutely! Just like the photo Soichiro showed us the other day of Chief
Soichiro.
as a kid. Oh, she was so adorable.
Says the literal Oni kid.
This is all thanks to the proxy. Otherwise, Mr. Hoshimi probably wouldn't have pulled out Chief's childhood photos like that.
Stop talking about that.
Oh my! Miss Miyabi can get shy. Oh, that's just... Oh, so adorable!
What the heck?
Ahem. All right, folks, let's not forget we're still on a mission here. Proxy, let's save the banter for later. For now, let me quickly brief you on our intel for the current operation. The hollow where Eos is currently located is a unique companion hollow, formed as a result of the recent secondary disaster in the Great Hollow Persenis. Deviant hollows such as this are typically highly corruptive to inorganic substances, giving them distinctive landscapes and causing most electronic devices to malfunction inside. As you can see, an extreme level of corruption has occurred within this hollow. A giant deviant ether crystal formed inside it codenamed Irradiant Core, and has further intensified the Hollow's ether activity and corruptive effects.
It seems pretty serious. No wonder they've called in Section 6 for the disaster relief mission.
Precisely. Public security was supposed to manage the disaster relief and containment for this Hollow, but the Irradiant Core has dangerously intensified the corruption. The Hollow's landscape and spatial structure have shifted again. Strong ethereals are appearing one after another, and most of PubSec's equipment has malfunctioned, so they had to hand the upcoming missions over to HSO.
PubSec should have transferred operations to HSO before conditions worsened. Given everything that happened with Bringer, however, tensions have been high. But the Hollow won't hold back its claws on new Eridu just because people show weakness. Apart from the pesky giant ethereals, we've also got the complex landscape and spatial structure to deal with. Luckily, these are exactly the kinds of problems you and I are best at tackling. Join me in severing the Hollow's greedy claws and fangs, Proxy.
Okay, I haven't really commented on it much, I think, but I do like that a filter is being put up over the proxies now when they're talking through EOS. Since, well, there is a layer of, well, there's quite literally a layer of distance between them. Everything's covered in white, just as the intel from Yanagi said. Feels like something big is going down. And, yeah, when they said Pale Wasteland, they mean Pale Wasteland. This journey is fraught with unforeseen dangers. Stay close to me, Proxy. Don't worry, Miss Miyabi. I'm Phaeton, remember? I'm probably being overcautious. Alright, I'll take the front, and I'll leave the rear to you. Help me clean up the filth in this Pale Wasteland, Proxy.
I noticed something... yeah, look at the walls and stuff. That looks rather... odd.
Beyond the fact that everything is, well, completely chroma keyed out.
If you look at some walls behind you... yeah, I don't think that was built like that. Those cubes.
Yeah, that is a part of the corruption of this, well, deviant hollow, as they called it, which I'm presuming is just hollows that are even more unusual than the usual. Okay. The elevator isn't working properly. Someone must have activated the safety lock during the evacuation. Let's look around for something that can get this elevator back up and running. Okay, mechanical operation, denied, issue insufficient drive array. Okay. Irradiant crystals, section 6, time to work. Assist the White Star Institute in collecting irradiant crystals, study the peculiar properties of Melony, or Melonu. I'm just going to call it Melon. And leave your work report in Yanagi section 6 Deputy Chief's notes. Even if you accidentally miss the irradiant crystals during the mission, you can still obtain them in the Hollow during free exploration mode. The data Yanagi had provided me, this is the radiant crystal. It might have something to do with the strange ether fluctuations here. Why is there a bamboo here? Collected it, might help with the investigation. It looks like this bamboo is broken. Let me adjust the circuits and try to fix it. Okay. Simple enough. And there. I think I just stopped working? Did Chief Hoshimi fucking save me? Thank you. There's an elevator nearby. I was originally going to repair it. I hadn't expected a malfunction midway. Thanks, Chief Miyabi. Thanks, Chief Hoshimi, for saving me. I can resume my mission and go repair the elevator now. Okay, it has hands on on its little vest there, but the way that the D is shaped, it makes it easily as mistakable for an S, I think. So, I guess we can call these specific type of bamboo Hans. Okay. And yeah, basically what it seems that the developers were trying with this event was to test out larger dungeon designs. Yeah, there could be some White Star. The bridge has been displaced by the corruption of the core. It's a new device from the Institute. They say it can fix the spatial distortions caused by the irradiant phenomenon. I'll have Yanagi send you the instructions. Device connected, software analysis complete, device name Ether Disruptor Model Alpha 2, visual operation interface is ready. No need to bother, Miss Yanagi. I've already figured out how to use the device. That does sound like you, Proxy. Okay, the Phantom Disruptor. Look for the fluorescent prompts in the environment through the equipment's operation lens. Align both sides with the prompt to adjust the misalignment caused by spatial anomalies. Basically, we need to line things up like this.
If there's nothing to do, we should practice the blade.
Sounds truly as amazing, and something more that popped away too soon.
Talk about brute force?
It's over.
Interrupted its attack. There we go. Device detected and ready to connect. Single characteristics, White Star Institute. It's a new model of Ether Disruptor. Analyzing. Okay, use the disruptor to pave the way. Let me check the data. This seems to be a topological disruptor from the Institute. It can be used to resonate with the surrounding ether and restore the original terrain. Give me a sec. Bot to ban. There. Okay. And yeah. These things will pull an MC Escher and restore the terrain to how it was before. Nope. Alright. Moving on. Okay, and here's the rest of the team. Okay, I have to say that the color of their coats and such, it reminds me of a Hyperweave from RimWorld. Because it's just practically the same damn color. Okay. Chief Hoshimi, have you found us an expert holo guide yet? Yes, right here. Referring to this bamboo? Your connections really do exceed my expectations. Anyway, let me explain what's going on right now. Due to the corruption effect of the irradiant core, the surrounding terrain has undergone distortion, resulting in this abnormal white landscape. After public security completed the rescue, we immediately dispatched investigators with a high aptitude for ether to collect the nearby iridescent crystal core and crystals to analyze the current level of the core's activity. How is the investigation going? To be honest, the situation is not looking good. The surrounding terrain is still constantly changing due to the corruption. To ensure the transportation of supplies and personnel access, the Institute has set up a disruptor nearby which can temporarily restore the corrupted landscape, but they only allow small-scale investigative teams to pass through. And there's still quite a few ethereals appearing around the area, so up until now, not many samples have been collected. Understood. I'll help investigate the surrounding area. Right. Thank you for your hard work, Chief Hoshimi. It's an honor to work with you. By the way, the Institute has prepared special equipment for this investigation mission. Chief Hoshimi, feel free to check if any of it will be useful to you. Okay, return to the preparation interface. Okay. There was a term there that was used as a name for one of Trigger's teammates, but I think it's more supposed to mean this area. Like this little base that's been set up, because this did come out before then. Up there, yeah. Coquitos? I forget how it's actually pronounced. Good, the operation is progressing smoothly. Some of the tasks on your action list are already complete. You can claim the corresponding field experience points. There we go.
Captain, you're supposed to pronounce this C's as S-like.
Yeah, so Cicitus or Sostus.
I think it was Citus.
That works.
I think.
Accumulate enough field experience to increase your investigation level. Raising your investigation level will earn you the corresponding combat permits, which we can use for upgrades, which will only be for this event, of course. During operations, agents can use their talents. Activating talents requires the use of combat permits. Once activated, these talents will remain effective for the entire operation. Okay.
I'm sorry, that's a bad design.
Okay, in what way do you mean?
It looks like a nose.
It's supposed to be a triangle with the edges smooth, but yeah, it does look like a nose. Okay. Some of these are actually based off of equipment that Miyabi can use in Hollow Zero. Let's see. When Miyabi is attacked by an enemy, she will automatically dodge the attack, triggering Perfect Dodge and Vital View. Vital View lasts for 3 seconds. The automatic dodge effect can trigger once every 12 seconds. When the effect is triggered, Miyabi's damage is increased by 80% for 20 seconds. Okay, but we need more. Actually, no, we can't. Yeah, each of these just cost 1. Let's see. Basic attack by 30%. Okay. I don't know if these are shared between these two. Okay. And yeah, here we've got a shop-specific shop, an event-specific shop. And, well, there's one of these that you can grab here, plus a bunch of this. Okay. New investigation. Let's see. At the edge, Starfall Combat, Savior to the Cursed Land. Okay. And now both of these are coming along. Okay, and yeah, they'll basically be the only characters that we will use during this. Because, well, it's Section 6's operation.
Makes sense.
And yeah, they'd probably be rather suspicious if we brought in any of our other agents. And, well, with electronics malfunctioning, a lot of them probably wouldn't be that effective. Like, Billy would probably lock up, like, the moment he stepped inside. And Grace would probably get into a depressive state once her mechanics would stop working. Chief Hoshimi, you're here. I was just about to come see you. How's the situation around here? We're investigating the corruption of the surrounding terrain caused by the Irradiant Core. Judging by current data, the situation isn't looking optimistic. The surrounding terrain is continuing to distort, and many highly dangerous areas are appearing. We have collected some Irradiant crystal cores and crystals, but the quantity is still far from enough. With our current manpower, I doubt we can make much progress in the investigation. Based on the current investigation results, those highly dangerous ethereals seem to have similar ether fluctuations to the core. There may be some unknown connection between them. If you can take them down, we might be able to obtain some special samples related to the core. Understood. Please wait here while I investigate the surroundings. As expected of Chief Hoshimi. Well done, I'll leave the investigation to you. However, please be careful during the investigation. Our analysis shows that the active ether contained in the core seems to affect the senses, and some investigators have even experienced hallucinations because of it. Oh, great. Now, let's go check the surrounding areas. Okay, that is really close to the base, or more like a camp. That was the auto block. Okay. Okay, yeah, those were like less than a minute away from just wandering in.
Oh dear.
Fissure? The ether fluctuations at this fissure are quite unusual. The energy flows in one direction and the fissure is inactive for now, but the balance is fragile and could be shattered at any moment. According to intel from the strategy branch, in my personal experience, just a slight scratch with a blade would unleash a swarm of ethereals, like moths breaking out of their cocoons prematurely. I see no reason to spare any evil. What do you think, Proxy? Unleash the ethereals. Okay.
Good work, Chief. Attack incoming.
Yanagi, I'll handle it.
Okay, and there we go. Yeah, we're going to have to fight off a lot of ethereals, of course. Is the disruptor ahead? We should be able to clear a path with it. Mechanism capable of controlling the bridge's direction detected. Operation result negative. Issue missing vital power module. Clearly, Eos's body cannot provide power for such a large-scale mechanical device. Analyzing the maintenance logs, there are several backup power units nearby. Please retrieve power units and restart the bridge control device. Fox, you often go silent unexpectedly during missions. You must have come up with a clever solution, right? Okay. Yep. That's one of them. It should be the power supply unit for the disruptor. If we find more, we should be able to activate the data pile. Okay. I do like how this gives an example of how early hollow exploration goes with new hollows. And, well, this one is quite a bit different than the usuals.
Yeah.
It's over.
Hello there. And there are a few treasure boxes hidden around the place. You can find those in free roam mode as well. Oh, hello there.
It's pointless to resist. Waste of time.
Nope.
I'll handle it. Resistance is futile.
Looks like we need to find a good few more of these. Okay, 40%. Yep, hello.
Such
May as well start off big with this one.
Surging slash.
Yeah, there's no real reason to save up the ultimates outside of, well, using them, since, well, you can't save up an extra stack of it or something.
I'll handle it. My blade is already sheathed. No room for mercy.
Okay. That's that. Okay. Oop. That little puzzle with this one, okay. There, and there. Okay. Nope. The coordinates match those provided by the intelligence section and intelligence section perfectly. This should be a stable space fissure leading to our destination. My calculations check out. Let's proceed through it to the new area. Brace yourself for landing. Okay, in we go. New area reached, calculating hollow path. It's exactly the same as everywhere else. Nope.
Good work.
Okay.
Okay, I think we need 2 more of those canisters. Okay, I'm guessing they're moved around as so much because of the distortions. Okay, 90%, and yeah, just the fact that they're stuck to the ground as well from the corruption. Hello. Bamboo workbench. It's a bamboo workbench, and it looks like it's still functioning. Could we get any valuable data from it, Proxy? It's highly likely. Bamboo workbenches are usually set up to collect and store environmental data, which can greatly help during hollow disaster response. The workbench incorporates a Marcel maze design mirroring Bamboo's logic circuit. If we can crack the circuit and navigate to the labyrinth's terminal, we might just grab the vital parent carrot sample. Proxy, this last step doesn't quite seem like an approved operation, huh? Well, technical audits aren't a part of the HSO's responsibilities. Anything that helps our mission is fair game. Thanks, Miss Miyavi. Yeah, this is where these started. And, well, as we've gotten to learn, they've retroactively added them in to the previous parts of the game. Okay, yeah, jump higher, and dash. Okay. And yeah, that's where we're getting another tutorial on this here. Okay. Oop. That. Okay. There's actually not much of a need to collect these since we won't be using this account for too much longer, but may as well grab it while we can. Okay, nothing hidden. Okay. Yep. Come on, just out of reach. Actually, there we go. We can grab it if we just throw ourselves. Okay. Thought so. Okay. So, yeah, these sections are basically Super Mario or Super EOS Bros. Okay. This one is just extra long for the the developers to show off. And that's what happens if you fall off.
Oh dear.
Okay. There. Okay, let's try that again. This time with less abyss diving. Okay. And yeah. By making Eos just throw his everything into it, we can just jump, or we can clear bigger gaps. It's not exactly jumping, or he's just tossing his full weight forward. Okay, got it. The original data for the carrot prototype. Pretty smooth sailing so far. Let's keep moving. Another fissure and fissure. Yep. Okay. Right back to the previous spot, I'm guessing. Yep, exact same, but now we can use the elevator. Okay, which leads right back to the outpost. Okay. So we can just... Okay, new ones formed. Yeah, this hollow is still highly active. Maybe not expanding at the moment. But yeah, it is just spawning ethereals like absolute mad. Okay. Which is why it needs active suppression. The energy module is almost repaired. We should be able to start it now. Okay. Great, it's working just fine. And now we can actually go in here. Okay.
Oh dear.
And either some people didn't manage to escape, or, well, some idiots came in looking for easy money, only to find an early grave. Okay, complete overkill for finishing that one off, but okay, I had the power made, so I'll use it. Okay, a mechanism to rotate the bridge has been detected. These disruptors appear to be running on ether resonance. We may have to dismantle them to understand the specifics. But the technology itself is rather convenient. Okay. So we need to continue un-MC-Ashering the environment. Pointing that way, so we head that way for a little surprise. Let's see, some Polychrome cash and supply vouchers. Okay. Must have been drawn by the active ether. The ether activity seems to be rising. Oh, it's one of these doppelgangers.
I swear on my blade.
Okay, we haven't seen this before, but I actually don't know too much about them yet. Probably more of them about them would be explained. But yeah, these are basically, well, doppelgangers of people we know. How exactly the Hollows know about them?
It's over.
Not a clue. But yeah, this is a copy of Jane.
Yeah, this just means one of my theories that there might be something controlling them may have some truth to it.
Yeah. Or at least with these doppelgangers, it might be that someone spending time or enough time in the Hollows may leave an imprint of them of sorts, which can then be, well, copied into a special type of ethereal called these doppelgangers. But that's just me speculating on it. Assuming it isn't just a gameplay effect.
Let's finish the job.
Victory, the only option.
There we go. Oh.
How did the irradiant core form? How does its massive ether energy influence the hollow? And how can it corrupt and mutate such a vast area of buildings and lands? These are all questions that researchers at the White Star Institute will need to investigate. But what we have already observed is that the various sections of the hollow centered around its core are distorting and connecting into one, almost like one massive ethereal is taking shape. Needless to say, things aren't looking good. Normally, focusing on eliminating ethereals in each area would be an effective strategy in a typical hollow, but that doesn't seem to be the case here.
Even if it's an ethereal as large as a hollow, it has exposed its greatest weakness before us. Its core. Now that we know where the blade is meant to strike, the strategy is clear. Cut its limbs, strike at its core, just as we would with any other ethereal.
But HSO has only just started exploration, and our intel on the surrounding areas beyond the base's reach is very limited. If we dispatch operations under these conditions...
In that case, I'll take the lead in clearing the path. The sharpest blade should always be up front, clearing the way for everyone else.
Understood, Chief Miyabi. Then let me go over Section 6's operation strategy again. We will investigate and clear out the high-activity areas within the hollow to reduce its overall activity, before finally heading to the central area closest to the irradiant core, where the ether activity is highest. As our scout and vanguard, Chief Miyabi will move ahead of the main force to explore each area and suppress any potential high-threat targets.
Don't worry, I'm not fighting alone. I've got the proxy by my side.
Okay. Oh, it's another doppelganger. This should be the irradiant crystal core. If we take it back, we should be able to obtain some useful analytical data. That's right, that's it. Let me help you collect it. So we'll need to make sure it's handled and stored with care.
Look at the feet.
Yeah, they're slightly off the ground. I think I have noticed that a time or two with characters moving around. Let's see. Anyway, time for these twins to bring this back.
Headache for you. I can help you regain composure.
You're back. Was the operation successful? I found a sample of the irradiant core crystal. Sample of the irradiant crystal core? This is a huge help. I'll arrange for personnel to handle the follow-up work and process the crystal core samples you collected. I believe it won't be long before our database provides valid analysis results. Chief Hoshimi, were there any abnormal situations where you came into contact with it? When you came into contact with it? For example, seeing hallucinations or anything like that? Just a little, but it's nothing serious. Could it imply that the doppelgangers are a sort of hallucination? One that can physically kick your ass, apparently. Not long ago, I added hallucination resistance exercises to my training regimen. I see. Nonetheless, please stay safe. If any symptoms of corruption or hallucinations appear, please come back immediately and seek treatment. Do I even want to know how she trained to resist those? Like, did she just do a massive amount of mushrooms and just wander around the town for like 5 days straight or something? Okay. Like, she would have to have used a way to induce hallucinations in the first place to build up resistance to them. So it's either mushrooms, drugs, or, well, sleep or food deprivation. Actually, sleep deprivation, yeah, food deprivation doesn't have an effect on them. Then you would just starve. Though I would not be surprised in the absolute slightest if she has undergone starvation resistance training. Okay. It's a few more steps done. Okay then. And yeah. This is all this is all sectioned off into certain, well, sections. So let's see. Missing Bamboo 1. Find Sukaku and ask about the situation. Alright. Oh, and okay, we get to use Sukaku as well. Okay, I remember mostly being able to use only these two here, but it makes sense that the other two would also step in here and there. Actually, before we do that, we've got some more points. Actually,
Need to go to the bathroom. BRB.
Okay. Let's see. Replaces dash attack. Upon activating the skill, Miyabi will dash forward and deal frost damage to enemies. After the skill is replaced, when Miyabi is knocked back or launched, using basic attack or special attack while the target is staggered, will immediately trigger dash attack maximum, restoring 70% of the damage he just received in HP and granting invulnerability for half a second. Okay. And this one, after Miyabi activates the dodge counter or quick assist, she will automatically chain into the Alt Frost Storm, unleashing a blast of air to attack nearby enemies and inflicting a substantial amount of daze. When the enemy is stunned, Miyabi gains 3 Fallen Frost, and the target's stun damage multiplier is increased by 75%. Okay. Let's grab that. Energy regeneration. Okay. Let's see. It does look like it is shared. So let's activate that. Yeah, the points are shared, so I shouldn't overspend on either of them. Okay. Missing Bamboo. Here we go. And give it a moment for Drakir to return before we actively continue. I'll just take as a quick moment to go take a sip of water. Okay, perfect timing on the reload, on the load in. Okay.
Are you bored? Should I read you something?
Okay, I still don't fully get what is up with the little devil. Like, it's linked to the blade, of course. I'm guessing it is a representative or avatar of whatever is in the blasted blade.
If there's nothing to do, we should practice the blade. You strike first.
I'm not sure if she's trying to talk to us or to it, as she seems to be reacting to it getting bored each time.
Curious.
Let's see if she'll do it again.
Are you bored?
Yeah.
Should I read you something?
Okay, I think she is fully reacting to that thing. I think it might be a bit glitched here, it seems. So let's just exit and enter again. Okay. Where did I actually leave? There it is. Okay, I got a new I got a new, what would be the words? Cover